Hi, Mayaka.
Hi, I'm Arden.
Hi, I'm Helen.
ジョシュです。
今日の企画はですね、前回は日本人のサッカー選手の英語を聞いて評価を皆さんにしていただいたんですけど、今日はなんとみんなの大好きな BTS のメンバーの英語を評価したいと思います。You guys all know BTS, right? キム・ナムジュンっていう方が BTS のメンバーにいて、これは2018年のユニセフで英語のスピーチをしてたのを皆さんに聞いてもらって評価してもらいます。はい、じゃあ流します。
My name is Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. It is an incredible honor to be invited to an occasion with such significance for today's young generation. Last November, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF, building on our belief that true love first begins with loving myself. We've been partnering with UNICEF's End Violence program to protect children and young people all over the world from violence. And our fans have become a major part of this campaign with their action and with their enthusiasm. We truly have the best fans in the world. And I'd like to begin by talking about myself. I was born in Ilsan, a city near Seoul, South Korea. It is a really beautiful place with a lake, hills, and even an annual flower festival. I spent a very happy childhood there, and I was just an ordinary boy. I used to look up at the night sky and wonder, and I used to dream the dreams of a boy. I used to imagine that I was a superhero who could save the world. And in an intro to one of our early albums, there's a line that says, "My heart stopped when I was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, I think that's when I began to worry about what other people thought of me and starting seeing myself through their eyes. I stopped looking up at the night skies, the stars. I stopped daydreaming. Instead, I just tried to jam myself into the malls that other people made. Soon, I began to shut out my own voice and started to listen to the voices of others. No one called out my name, and neither did I. My heart stopped and my eyes closed shut. So, like this, we all lost our names. We became like ghosts. But I had one sanctuary, and that was music. There was a small voice inside of me that said, "Wake up, man, and listen to yourself." But it took me quite a long time to hear music calling my real name. Even after making the decision to join BTS, there were a lot of hurdles. Some people might not believe, but most people thought we were hopeless. And sometimes I just wanted to quit. But I think I was very lucky that I didn't give it all up. And I'm sure that I and we will keep stumbling and falling like this. BTS has become artists performing in those huge stadiums and selling millions of albums right now, but I am still an ordinary 24-year-old guy. If there's anything that I've achieved, it was only possible that I have my other BTS members right by my side.
皆さん評価というかどうでしたか、聞いてみて。
I thought it was very moving. I think the pronunciation was mostly good, but then there was some words they were pronounced very incorrectly, but then the rest would be good. So it's just like a few things. But intonation I thought was really good. Like he put the right stress on the right word, which made it so moving.
Yeah,
like if he
right.
spoke, BTS is like, it would be kind of boring, but it was really like, I thought I was like, wow, it's really good.
I
His
felt
tone
so
was
bad.
good.
I felt so bad. Stop it in the middle.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The only mistakes were just like some words just were pronounced incorrectly, but most of it was.
Overall, it was
Overall,
good. Yeah. How about you, Ellen?
Yeah, I mean, everything Arden said, it was very moving, and he's really good at like speaking in general. Is the impression that I got. I think just sometimes he kind of talks in a very, it's kind of like he has street vibes to him.
Yeah.
I could tell.
It's not like, you know, like a professional like politician
Oh
type.
yeah.
It's more like, you know, it seemed like he lived on the streets of America and
Yeah.
he knows like the American life.
Your wake up man.
Yeah.
Listen to your voice.
that kind of made it easier for us to listen to.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's really one of the charming things about the way he
Right,
speaks.
right.
Talks
It's
like
very
a
relatable
Californian.
to us.
I feel like he talks like a Californian.
Yeah.
He does.
Some things that weren't so good but still good. It was like, oh, sometimes I thought he was linking some words too fast.
Oh.
Like they were too hard, kind of hard to hear, like they jumbled together when there should have been like a little bit of pause. So yeah, just a few words, but overall it was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
To be honest, I don't know much about BTS.
actually
I
don't as
don't
well.
know him, like his background. So I'm not sure why his English is so good. Has he
He studied from like watching American TV shows.
by himself?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what he says, but I don't buy it.
He went
Yeah,
through
but-
a training too, so it would be a mix
It
of
must
both.
be that because I watch a lot of Japanese anime and I do not speak Japanese like that. I wish, but I don't.
but he
Yeah,
has never
probably-
lived in the States? Or-
I don't
No,
think
he never
so.
lived there.
I don't think so. I mean, he did
Probably
training,
did.
but other members can't really speak English.
Yeah.
Only him.
Yeah, so he, I guess, is probably super motivated
Yeah.
to learn English. And
Because he's got to be the
He has a
spokesperson.
talent, in
Yeah.
language.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
No, the reason why I say that because it was really good.
Yep.
His English, you know, it's like close to perfect. I think you know, like we could all understand it. Like nothing really bothered me at all. Like all the things that I guess you need to become like a native speaker, he had it all. Like for example, like linking was there, like stress was correct, intonation was good, good pauses, good speed too.
yeah.
In one sentence, there's some pauses that he makes, but it's the correct pause.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
right.
He doesn't chop the sentences
Yeah.
too much, so it's like same pause as native speakers. So I thought that was really good. And he also had a good technique too. He used the technique, direct speech, like the quotation.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like so he was like, oh, when I was young, what do you say? Like, little voice said to me, oh, yo, wake up, man. Like that's like a technique of a speech.
Yeah,
So
and he
like.
changed his voice tone
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. So doing all that was really cool. I thought. I only caught 2 words, like campaign.
Oh, that's what I wrote too.
Oh, okay. Maybe that wasn't pronounced correctly, and maybe start. The R is a little bit weak, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I liked his face expression too.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a true performer,
Right,
true
right,
artist.
yeah. So it's time to score his English. Yeah, to give a score to his English out of 10.
We were harsh last time too.
Oh yeah, you guys were kind of harsh.
Yeah, but last time you didn't show us BTS.
You're giving extra points because
Biased,
it's BTS. Biased. Okay, Arden, yeah. 10.
10 for Arden.
Sige, Ellen.
10!
Yeah. Josh.
I'm just kidding.
Score どうぞ。
言うことなし。
BTS ってもう今ほとんどの人がねすごい聞いたりとか好きな人多いので英語上手っていうのは多分聞いたことあったと思うんですけどこうネイティブたちが評価するともう完璧ということで文句なしです BTS のファンは喜んでいただいていいですね、今日は、BTS のナムジュンさんの英語を評価したんですけど完璧でした本当に言うことなしということでまたこの英語の評価シリーズを続けていくので評価してほしい人がいたりしたらコメントで教えてください
Yes, please.
Yes,
comment.
please comment and subscribe and then follow on every SNSs we have
Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time.
Bye.
Number 1, moving. Number 2, impression. Number 3, street vibes. Number 4, politician. Number 5, I don't buy it. Number 6, chop. Number 7, biased.